And we are underway. Both runners starting at the sanctuary and both runners finding 20 bucks. And I believe they did the same diverging path where Ultyma is heading for Houlihan, meanwhile ozipone is heading for Bonk Rocks. And just a 10 arrow upgrade to start in the Bonk Rocks while Ultyma is setting up his Houlihan. And 8 bombs from the tier 1 tree pull, so ozipone will not have any problems at all in terms of getting bombs for Kakariko, and 20 bucks from the bush crabs, but bush crab not showing anything. 300 bucks from Link's house. And it looked like it was just 50 bucks on the lumberjack ledge, so we're not going to need to worry about that today. So ozipone is now with the second bush crab gonna get the money. Ultyma, as you see here, this is where Overworld Glitches comes into play because he clips up the ledge to see what South Grove Cave is, and it's a swag net. We got 2 pieces of heart in the Lost Woods. Someone in Scary Olive in chat was saying, need to sleep. Why is there another race starting? Well, Ultyma is in the US, ozipone is in Europe, so this is what we have to do to get this race going. Looks like we had a map check from Ultyma. I believe I saw all 3 crystals in the light world. Yeah, I just saw it on the restream. So 3 non-5/6 crystals in both Eastern Desert and Hera. We get a bottle of red goo to start in the library. We got a bloomerang in Blind's Hut on ozipone's side. And 50 bucks in Blind's Hut. So there's certainly plenty of money here in the seeds so far to start. We got a heart container in the tavern. Now with that bottle that Ultyma picked up, he's gonna see what Sick Kid has today. And just 20 bucks. Fighter sword in the well. And a D in the well as well. As well as blue mail. Another piece of heart. And triple bomb, so I gotta feel like Eastern Palace is gonna be coming soon. And Bottle Vendor just having 10 bombs. And more bombs in the Chicken Shack. Now, ozipone is going to see the same 3 crystals, and we're basically going to double back on what each runner has done at this point. So, since I'm flying solo tonight, I'm going to ask you some questions, chat, so I can get some content to work with. So I guess the first question I'd ask you guys, do you still follow the normal route and go to Death Mountain, or with it being Overworld Glitches, or do you go to Eastern because you have the bow and you can full clear Eastern Palace? All right, we did have a question. What does logic account for with overworld glitches? So basically what the logic accounts for is the boots clips that you've been seeing. You're able, a lot more of the overworld is available because you can clip into different places, as you just saw Ozipone clip into Desert Palace. Some of the minor glitches are also included in the logic. Fake flippering, water walking. You'll also see some necessity for doing Super Bunny in the Dark World, or having to go into a dungeon, die, and then be revived as Link if you're still a bunny. A lot of you are in agreement. You probably would be heading, a lot of you are saying we would head to Eastern first. Swagnet was in South Grove Cave, Dandersai. Now, while Ozipone is in Desert, we're going to see Ultyma considering going down the South Shore, and we see the ice rod inside the in the dam. I always get the well and the dam mixed up. All right, so we've seen everything in Desert, but we can clip into the back of Desert, but because we don't have a fire source, we cannot kill Lammelus, so until we find said fire source, this is it for Desert. And more money when you drain the swamp. Alright, Ozipone clips and is gonna check South Grove and get that Swagnet. And a whole lot of money in Mini Trolldorm Cave. Ooh! Now, unfortunately, Ozipone got stuck, so they're gonna have to save and quit there. That is one of the dangers with these overworld glitches and the boots clips. If you get stuck, you're stuck, and you just gotta save and quit. Sometimes you'll even see some infinite scrolls in the Dark World, and if that's the case, you're screwed. You can't even soft reset. You gotta do a hard reset there. Alright, so Ice Rod Cave, we got just a big 20. Ozipone's gonna go show us what's hiding in Sahasola's closet. Alright, got a 5-bomb upgrade, Cane of Samaria, and the Moon Pearl. Alright, that pretty much opens up a ton of the Dark World now, because now you can, like as I stated earlier, there are some locations you can get to using Bunny Revival, but now you can totally... Now you've got pretty much most of the Dark World in place. And we got the Fire Rod! Fire Rod on the Zora ledge. Meanwhile, Ozipone is heading into Eastern Palace. Now, because Ultyma doesn't have the flippers, he's gonna try, but gets sniped, so he's not gonna be able to get that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the Zora Domain Slam Poetry Corner. Most Zora lessons leave us despondent, but the ledge holds something important. Oh, runners, don't fear, progression is here, just swim down the river's current. And also get screwed by Zora for 20 bucks. We got a piece of heart so far in Eastern Palace. And Ultyma is going to be on Ozipone's heels heading for the eastern area. And talking to the old man, looks like Skullwoods is our green pendant today. Ultima's gonna get that cane and the moon pearl. Alright, so far haven't seen much, but we do see Ozipone navigating his way through the dark room. Now, even though some of the minor glitches are in the logic, like water walking and bunny and super bunny, dark rooms are still not in logic. So anything from here on is a sequence break because we don't have the lamp. And I got another big 20 in the big chest of Eastern Palace. So both runners have basically followed what y'all in chat thought was the right thing to do, which is to head straight for Eastern, which, to be honest, in the few races that I've commentated for Overworld glitches, it seems like Eastern Palace, most runners avoid like the plague because it's hard to route in. I imagine what most of them do after Kakariko is head for Death Mountain, and I imagine that will probably be next. Alright, so into Armos Knights. No silver arrows, but Ozipone is setting this up nicely for the standard kill. Gets a compass for his triples and the first crystal of the game 13 minutes in. Gandersai has a question in chat. Does Ultyma go back to Zora Ledge, grab Fire Rod, and head to Desert Palace to full clear? My guess is probably not. At this point, rather than take the time to try to execute that glitch, I would probably be heading for Death Mountain and just trying to check more things. Because at this point, once you find the flippers, you know where the Fire Rod is. You have the information. You can handle it at a later time. But as we're seeing here, this is where glitches come into play, and you're able to get up to Death Mountain via the boots clip. And it puts you in the old man cave, and Ozipone's gonna take him home. And just a 5-arrow upgrade from the old man. Alright, so here is a common clip. If you're new to Overworld glitches, you're gonna see this clip a lot. You fall down, and now you're basically up at the top of Death Mountain and into Tower of Hera. And we got the big key, so far that coffee break is gonna be on hold. So Ultyma gets his first crystal. Ozipone's gonna knock some beetles down a hole. Actually, Ultyma is not heading for Death Mountain. Just 10 arrows on Lake Hylia Island. And we got the silver arrows in Hera. Alright, so Ultyma did a clip here that is basically going to set him up to try to do a fake flipper to check Hobo. Meanwhile, Ozipone is in to face Trolldorm. And Hobo has a B-Torp. Ozipone's dealing with Hyper Trolldorm, but gets it done. And we got the small key for the coffee break room, so we are going to be one item short. Alright, Spectacle Rock holding a piece of heart. We're now going to see what's inside. Ultyma fake flippering to see what is in the Waterfall of Wishing Cave. Alright, we got Ether and 20 bucks. And now we're going to see another Boots clip to get over to the east side. And it looks like Ultyma is going to go ahead and try to get that Fire Rod and do another Boots clip, but just got to be careful with those Zoras. Alright, now you see here Ozipone is basically wiggling back and forth. In that state, if you press up, you're going to get shot out of that clip. So you have to go between left, down, and right and do it kind of in a semicircle. Alright, you got this, Ultyma. Come on, you got this. Alright, Spiral Cave check. We got some literacy. Alright, time for Paradox Cave. First two chests here. Piece of Heart. And Fisher Price, my first shield. Whole lot of nothing in Paradox Cave. Oh, there we go. He got it. And unfortunately, there, ozipone got into an infinite loop. And out he goes. And Ultyma, patience is rewarded and gets that fire rod. And ozipone forgetting he could actually check Ether Tablet right now. Alright, ozipone gonna try this clip again. And descends Dark Death Mountain. We're gonna see him check Bumper Cave. You can clip up to Bumper Cave, so you don't need the cape in order to get the item there. And it's a Master Sword, so we are gonna see ozipone go get that. So for those asking in chat, with this being Overworld glitches, Death Mountain and Dark Death Mountain are both in logic. Oh wait, map check. Thieves Town, Turtle Rock are your 5-6 crystals. Mire and Ice Palace are the non-green pendants. Alright, big key to start in Skullwoods. Ultyma is into Desert Palace. And actually, with that fire rod, he can full clear desert. And we got a piece of chivalry in Skullwoods. So I forget who it was in chat that said it. Or it might have been Danderside, I think it was. You're right. Ultyma ended up just toughing out getting that fire rod and now gonna go full clear desert. Okay, so Evil Cleric is asking about, so Eclipse, anything is in logic then. Pretty much all of the light world is in logic because you can clip your way to pretty much everything in the light world. In the dark world, because you have access to the portal on Death Mountain, Dark Death Mountain, you can clip to everything up there. And then some of the dungeons like Skullwoods, Turtle Rock, and I believe Ice Palace, you don't even need the Moon Pearl because you can get into them as a bunny, die, and then revive as a bunny. So that's how a lot of the Overworld is in logic from the word go within Overworld glitches. Since ozipone doesn't have that fire rod from Zora on the ledge, he's out of Skullwoods and predictably going to be heading to Thieves Town now. $20 in the C-shaped house. Ozipone's gonna open up Thieves Town. We'll see if he decides to go in. And no, he's not. He's instead gonna go visit the digging game. I'm probably gonna keep heading south from here. Oh, full complement of digs, but 300 bucks for your troubles. All right, I believe this clip is to go into Mire. Yep. And just like that, Ozipone is into the Mire area. I think that was Quake that I saw for Mire access. And toot toot, there's the flute. Daft Squared asking me about access for the light to get to Death Mountain. The clip that you just saw Ultyma do, that is logically how Death Mountain is in logic. And old Stumpy just has $5. Ultyma descending Death Mountain to do a graveyard ledge check for a single green rupee. Time for some hype action. 50 bucks. 5-bomb upgrade. Piece of heart. Power glove. And a red shield. So, Hogu Koku. Yes, that is correct. In Overworld glitches, you can, all the different clips are in logic, but dark rooms are still not in logic without the lamp. And actually, Ozipone had not done South Shore yet, so that he's gonna go ahead and do that and pick up the ice rod here. Ozipone's got plenty of money, so not even bothering with the 300 bucks there. Volbia, I guess doing clips, etc. isn't allowed in dungeons or buildings. No. In this mode, it is, and for this tournament, it is just Overworld glitches. You cannot do clips or any of the sort inside dungeons or inside caves. because to J-Man 2050's point, basically if you're doing dungeon clips, you're basically breaking the game entirely. Alright, Ultyma is into Trolldorm. And Hyper Trolldorm activated. Ooh, be careful, Ultyma. Got it. You got it. Alright, there's still an item in the basement. We'll see if Ultyma does decide to head there. And now we're gonna see ozipone fake flipper. And yes, Ultyma does head back in. So Ultyma is taking his coffee break, which, considering how late it is for him here in these United States, a break to get some coffee and get some caffeine in him would be much appreciated right now. And just 300 bucks in coffee break rooms. So since ozipone skipped out on that, he's gonna be fine. And ozipone sees the fire rod on the ledge. Gonna get his life lesson from Zora. And now I'm gonna attempt the same boots clip that Ultyma did to get that fire rod. Wait. Yeah, it's still the fire rod. That's a graphical glitch, but it is still going to be the fire rod that ozipone picks up. Ooh, but ozipone gets stuck. But still has his water walk, so he can do it again. All right, come on, ozipone. You got this. You got this. There you... Oh. There you go. All right, so ozipone gets the fire rod, and I'm gonna save and quit. The dude Garcia asking, is this a required clip for the fire rod? Only if the flippers are locked by the fire rod was that required. I believe because water walking and boots clips are in logic, that was in logic, but I don't know for certain either other way. Yeah, words. Alright, so ozipone is gonna check checkerboard cave. And just triple bombs. Ultyma is gonna go up to Bumper Cave and get the Master Sword, I would imagine. And does get it. Alright. Bottle of green goo at a Genus Cave. I don't believe Ultyma picked that one up. And now ozipone is gonna clip up to the Bombos tablet and see what's there. Meanwhile, Ultyma is gonna head to Skullwoods and 5 hearts blue mail. Ultyma is a much braver man than I am if he decides to fight Mothula. And just a piece of heart in the Bombos tablet. And ozipone gonna use the vanilla way to get into Desert Palace through the book, and then I imagine we'll continue this vanilla-ness in terms of getting into there with the Power Glove. Alright, so we really haven't talked about go mode just yet. We're gonna need the mirror because we need it to get into Swamp Palace. We're still on the lookout for the hammer, which we will need for Pod. Hook shot we will also need for Swamp Palace. And that looks, and then technically the lamp, but yeah, these runners are pretty good with their dark rooms. I don't imagine if, since we have the fire rod, we may never see the lamp. So hookshot, hammer. Oh, flippers. We need flippers also. So hookshot, hammer, flippers, and mirror are your go mode items. T-Frey asking about Titansmiths with all the clips that boots clips that are available. Realistically, we don't need Titansmiths. Even with Ice Palace, if you get the mirror, there is a mirror clip that you can do so that you can get into Ice Palace, and as long as you have the Power Glove, you can lift everything inside of Ice Palace. So realistically, with finding the Power Glove in Hype Cave, that's the only glove we need. Volbia, no. Titan's Mist are never actually used in a dungeon. All of the rocks that you can lift in dungeons just need the Power Glove. Uncle giving away the life savings of $100. Ultyma is into Mothula at this point, while ozipone is checking the escape sequence. Alright, Ultyma has Mothula down, and did I miss? Did Mothula have an item? Mothula just had a big 20, okay. If there's no required item in Lumberjack Cave, is Aga ever required in this mode? I don't think so, because you can clip into Pyramid Fairy. You actually don't even need the 5-6 crystals to do it. So you wouldn't need that. And you can get to the Dark World. All the dungeons that are in logic in terms of Bunny Revival are either Skullwoods, Turtle Rock, or Ice Palace, all which can be accessed without the portal from Hyrule Castle. So I'm pretty sure if you don't need the item on Lumberjack, I think Aga 1 is pretty much dead at that point. Alright, we're gonna see Ultyma go into Thieves Town while ozipone is checking the sewer chest. And actually, in this mode, because you can clip into Ganon's Tower, there are actually ways that required items for crystal dungeons could be in Ganon's Tower in overworld glitches, and that you may have to complete not full clear Aga 2, but at least get items that are in Aga 2 in order to finish the crystal dungeons. Alright, ozipone's gonna show us what's on E for tablet. Aereo, just hovering and logic in this mode. Nope. Hovering is not a requirement in any of the modes that I know of. And there's the other power glove upgrade in Thieves Town. Quake Medallion is needed for Turtle Rock. We're gonna at least see the first chest in Hookshot Cave. It's just a heart container. Chat bringing up a good point. This is French vanilla mitts in some respects in Thieves Town. Alright, Cape and Water Toes in Super Bunny Cave. J-Man 2050, so all we need is Quake and Swamp House stuff. We actually don't need the Quake, because as you're seeing right now, Ozipone's clipping into Turtle Rock. Mireille Chan, Hype Cave is where Ozipone found his gloves. Alright, so Ultyma is going to lead Blind into his fight. And Oasa pointing out in chat, Quake may still be required dependent on how the key layout is in Turtle Rock. Speaking of, there's the big key in this vanilla location. And Ozipone gonna set up a death warp, I imagine, to open up the big chest. Alright, gets a small key there. Daft Square, no. There is no clip into Mire without its required medallion. Alright, we got Tempered Sword in Turtle Rock. Mire's medallion will be required if we need to get into Mire. But since it's a pendant, right now we may not need to. And Ultyma is about to get his Titan's Mitts. Alright, Ozipone gonna open up the safety door. Yeah, there was a glove upgrade in Thieves Town, which is why Ultyma is now at Titansmiths. Alright, compass on laser bridge to start. Small key. $5. And lastly, a laser to the face. The map. Alright, Ultyma is gonna show us what's in King's Tomb. This is a big 20. And time for the triple turtle. Very clean fight from ozipone on Trinex. For another big 20 and crystal number 4. So it's gonna look like ozipone gets stuck in the turtle head. But you can actually get back in there, but ozipone's still gonna save and quit. All right, ozipone with this setup, I believe, is going into Ganon's tower, so there could be more items we're looking for other than the GT big key. But chat, if you want to get your guesses in for the GT guessing game, we don't play it because, again, we're now going into Ganon's tower, but we can still play along. ozipone gonna go left side first. He doesn't have the hammer, so chest number 1 is a small key. He's gonna get the small key here, and he's gonna only be able to go right side from here. All right, number 2, piece of heart. Number 3, another small key. Ooh. I already saw one match today where a runner forgot about tile room, and ozipone, I hope ozipone goes back for tile room, because I already saw a fire rod in there once today, and that cost Zero Rush's race. All right, chest number 4, 20 bucks, 5. 5 arrow upgrade, 6. 10 arrows, 7. 20 bucks. Yeah, if you guys didn't see it in Gem and Zero Rush's race, Zero Rush did all of GT, including beating Aga 2, but forgot tile room, and the fire rod was there, and the mirror was in the fire rod lock portion of Turtle Rock, and yeah, that pretty much swung the race in Gem's favor. So If you're a fan of Ozipone, you probably should go back for that tile room. All right, number 8. There's the big key. And just some love in the Ice Armos room. So Arborella was the one that correctly guessed 8, so hold on a second. We actually are gonna see something we normally don't see, is that's GT Big Chest. But it was just 50 bucks. Alright, so Arborella, congratulations! You've won a year's supply of randomizer seeds! All you have to do is go to ALTTPR.com and claim your prize! Offer only valid through version 31 of the randomizer. Offer completely works fast that anybody can go to ALTTPR.com and claim the prize. The randomizer is for everyone. However, your randomizer lasts longer than 4 hours. Please consult the spoiler log. Have your doctor check you out for eye suckitis, which includes a addiction to potions and powder. Terms and conditions apply. Void where prohibited. And it looks like Ozipone is actually going to check tile room. And Ultyma is going to be on Ozipone's heels into Ganon's tower. Oh! Stop! Hammer time! That is the second race. That's something important has been in tile room today. And with that, Ozipone is heading into the left side now that he got the hammer. And thankfully, Ultyma is gonna check tile room as well, so he'll be getting that hammer as well. Someone was asking about the infinite cape. If you grab a ledge while you have the cape activated, your magic will not drain, and that is how you are able to get through all of that without draining your magic bar. Now, technically, bomb jumps are not in logic. So this Stalfos room that Ozipone bomb jumped to get to is technically out of logic right now. All right, we got a fairy and a bottle in the double fire bar room. Wonder if Ozipone is oh, he's getting the bloomerang to keep going. Oh, without the... was trying to set up the boomerang hook shot maneuver, but because he doesn't have the hook shot, it has to switch to Kane to Samaria. And at this point, we know for certain we're not going to find the hook shot because you need a bomb jump here. Hook shot is not going to be in Ganon's tower basement. Bombos medallion on the other hand can be. And there's the mirror. Wow, GT. Oh, Brian, we have also found Dracane. Please come to the Lost and Found again his tower to pick that up. But wow, was GT loaded again? And J-Man bringing up a good point. That means the hook shot is blocking the mirror right now. And chat and some, hold on. Disc Choco pointing out the hook shot cannot be in swamp at this point. And J-Man also pointing out that, yep, at this point, Swamp House is going to be go mode for both of our runners. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Please join in the National Swag Deck Anthem. And after that, playing in the National Swag Deck Anthem, the Hawk's about to rock, and we salute you. For those asking in chat, yes, you still have to get all 7 crystals, and you have to be AGA 2. In all randomizer modes, at least the randomizer modes where Ganon is the goal, if you do not get the 7 crystals and do not beat AGA 2, if you somehow manage to get to Ganon, he will basically be invincible when you get to phase 4 and you cannot beat the game. Alright, so at this point, realistically, we're a hook shot away from go mode. Ultyma still needs to get the flippers in Super Bunny Cave. And at this point, I would like to remind everyone, as we're double backing over different locations, please give ozipone and Ultyma a follow on Twitch. They are putting on quite the show for us tonight and deserve your follows. Ultyma about to get the mirror and the cane of Brian. And Ozipone, once going up to the attic, will also get his Titan's mitts. Chad also bringing up a good point. We did not see what was in the Thieves Town big chest because Ultyma did not have the hammer at the time. So if the hook shot is in there, that could decide this race. Ultyma deciding to head to, looks like to Pod, which you can full clear, and there are 5 items in there, so certainly can understand. But all right, moment of truth. Thieves Town Big Chest. What's in there? Just the 5-bomb upgrade. And Ultyma about to turn in that green pendant from Mothula. Just a heart container. Alright, Ultyma about to pay off Kiki the Extortionist. And gets it done. So at this point, I would imagine the way this race is going to come down to, it's going to be a matter of when does Ultyma go to Super Bunny Cave to get the flippers, and then it's a race to the hook shot. Ozipone gonna turn in Sick Kid here, but we know it's not of any importance. Just the Sick Kid's allowance money. And Ozipone's gonna be on Ultyma's heels heading into Pod. Realistically, if the hook shot isn't in Pod, there's Catfish and Pyramid Ledge still. And then from there, it's realistically, do you go into Ice Palace or do you go into Mire? Honestly, at this point, if you're rooting for Ultyma, I would say you don't want to find the hook shot in here, because that will put Ozipone into go mode, and then he just has to go mode Swamp. Ultyma would still have to do Turtle Rock, and you imagine he would do Turtle Rock while doing, get it out. Would do Turtle Rock as well while you're up there, so Chad also pointing out, as long as I remember correctly, that it was Quake for Mire, we don't need... Oh, Danderside pointing out a point. We did not see Mimic Cave because Ozipone did not have the mirror. And oh, Ultyma accidentally activating the mirror and gets warped back. But we have not seen Mimic Cave since Ozipone didn't have the mirror at the time he did Turtle Rock. So if the hook shot's there, that could really help out Ultyma. Oh, chap. Okay. Because the mirror was locked behind the hookshot lock portion of GT. The mirror can't be in Mimic Cave, that's right. My bad. So far, we haven't really found much in Pod. Alright, ozipone gonna set up a hammer yump. I think that's it. Yep, there you go. 10 arrows though. Alright, there's the compass. In all of this, we still have not seen the lamp. Dude Garcia, why is it called Hammer Yump? Because the hammer, that big chest has the hammer in the vanilla location, so it's called the Hammer Yump because it's for the hammer vanilla location. Alright, but so far nothing in Pod. And looks like there is going to be an item on Helmasaur. So both are making their approach for Helmasaur. Here we go. All right, down goes Helmasaur. What item do we have here? It's the hook shot! right. Ozipone almost met his demise, but still, 1 hour, 16 minutes, 28 seconds. Ozipone is in go mode. And J-Man 2050 is correct. Logically, that is a required Ganon's Tower triple dip. You go into Ganon's Tower to get the hammer, you go back to Pod to get the hook shot, back to Ganon's Tower to get the mirror. Actually, no, it's only a double. Because once you get the hook shot, you can get the mirror and then kill Aga 2. You don't have to do all 7 crystals before you can kill off Aga 2. So it would just be a double dip. And at this point, now Ultyma is into go mode at 1:17:46, but has 2 dungeons to complete as Ozipone's 1. Ultyma, you don't have Quake. You can't get into Turtle Rock that way. Son of Gwyn, go mode means at this point you have all the items you need to beat this game, and you just need to go kill all the bosses and go face down the big pig. Ultyma has the big key. And as Disc Chocobo pointed out, in go mode you basically find the big key and then you go right for the boss. Honestly, at this point, that dip into Skullwoods that Ultyma did, I think, unfortunately, is going to be the difference in this race. Unless we see, like, a Ganon fall or a Trolldorm fall. And actually, Ultima's got to be careful with only 2 hearts left. Ultyma is walking away from the Tempered Sword. It was right in that chest. Oh, and Ultyma takes a death, but has the fairy. Alright, down goes Argus for Ozipone. Alright, that is crystal number 7. So, There are 22 locations where that Ganon's Tower big key can be in the basement of Ganon's Tower. Unfortunately, we've already seen all 22 of those locations and we know where the big key is. So, yeah, we also already played the guessing game. So, oh well. And Ultyma is still checking Laser Bridge. You've got the big key. You have everything you need, buddy. Or maybe he was just trying to get the safety door because of... Nope. He's still going. So ozipone at this point is just going to clip into Ganon's Tower and make his way to the gauntlet. Oh, chat bringing up a good point. He may be looking for that sword, and unfortunately, it was in that roller room. Ooh, and Ultyma taking a death. Press F to pay respects. Alright, 123-14, those opponents in the gauntlet. Alright, round 2 for Ultyma. And those opponents into lane mode too. Ooh, just a bit outside. Time for some of the most satisfying rooms in this game, seeing all these Skull Wizards die with one Canis Samaria block. Alright, down goes Trinex for Ultyma. That will be crystal number 6 for him. Yeah, at this point, Ozipone's got Tempered Sword and Silvers. He's got all he needs to finish this game at this point. And with a win, he'll move into the top 4 in this Overworld Glitches tournament. Ooh, that was so close. If you don't know, if you walk up that ladder as the door is closing, you can despawn all the enemies in GT. And actually, Ozipone is still opening chests. Red Meringue in the chest before Trolldorm 2. And down goes Trolldorm. And Ozipone stealing Trolldorm's last possession. Remember, chat, don't be a thief. Don't steal things that don't belong to you. it's time for the Geometry Wars. Very nice triple to start there. Only gets one there. And down he goes. All right, that's Aga 2 down for Ozipone, and it is time for the big pig. Nice setup there. Ozipone is into phase 2. Ozipone's got to be careful on health, though. But he is into phase 3. Into phase 4 we go. Only gonna get a single there. Does get the torch glitch. Only gonna get a single here too, so 2 down, 2 to go. Not good setups, but it won't matter. 4th arrow to the face. Now just avoid the 3-block wide bridge and you have your ticket into the round of 4. And with that walk through the door, Ozipone finishes with an official SRTV time of 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 58 seconds. Spam those GGs in chat. And congratulations to Ozipone for making it into the round of 4 in this Overworld Glitches tournament. All right, and we have Ozipone in chat with us. Unfortunately, I know Ozipone doesn't have access to a mic, so we won't be able to actually talk. So, Ozipone, if you can hear me, I think the big question I have for you was, as you were going up into GT, why were you still checking chests in your routing in the gauntlet? Okay, so Ozipone's saying he was just looking for another mail or a sword upgrade, which makes sense, but tempered sword, blue mail, you handled it no problem, so that makes sense. So you made it to the round of 4, Ozipone, so any thoughts on how you've been going throughout this tournament so far and heading into essentially into the semifinals from here? Ozipone saying he's still quite happy with his play. Thought he'd lose in the first round, and hey, he's saying he's quite new to Overworld glitches, but man, major props to you for making it into the top 4. Ultyma picking up a fairy for good measure. So at this point, let's props also to Ultyma for sticking this out and finishing the race. Ozipone mentioning that getting that mirror with the bomb jumps was nice. Yeah, you and Ultyma were both pretty much in GT. It was actually funny because in the earlier race today with Gem and Zero Rush, I was mentioning that both of you better not forget about Tile Room, because Zero Rush forgot Tile Room and it happened to have the Fire Rod, but once again, Tile Room having something of importance. Today it was the hammer. Ozipone mentioning that he was a little afraid that the hook shot might be upstairs in Ganon's tower, but it turned out it wasn't. I mean, hook shot basically was go mode. Ultyma was ahead of you, in pod, but he hadn't even entered Turtle Rock. He had done Skullwoods before going to GT, and so at that point, you both got the hook shot fairly close to each other, but that put you into go mode because he hadn't also gotten the flippers from Super Bunny Cave. Oh, and Ultyma getting trolled by Trolldorm, and oh, trolled again. Oh, I missed that. I missed that Ultyma was trying to hover. Yeah, there you go. Ooh. Now Ultyma's just gonna kill off Trolldorm and just do it the old-fashioned way. Or maybe he's still gonna try to hover. Alright, so into the Geometry Wars for Ultyma. All right, down goes Aga 2 for Ultyma. Big pig time for him. Ooh, and Ultyma taking a death. Bud has a fairy. Unfortunately, with Ultyma having to do Master Sword, gonna have to do sword spins for this. Still got one heart, but so far being able to dodge these pretty good. All right, phase 3 for Ultyma.